Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Rime of Ancient Mariner by Ode Coleridge. I'm going to explain the text and focus on the line number 50. And now there came both mist and snow. And now there came both mist and snow, and it grew wondrous cold, and ice most high came floating by, and green as emerald. In this stanza, the writer says that there was snow, and there was mist. Fog was over there, snow was over there. There was too much chill, cold was over there. And there was ice, and too much ice was that you can consider that the most was under the ice. Most of the ship was under the ice, and ice was floating in the ship. And everywhere there was ice, and it was looking, the whole scene is emerald. Emerald means green. That is a precious stone. Emerald is a precious stone. That is bright one. And through the drifts, the snowy cliffs. Cliffs mean rocks. Did send a dismal sheen, nor shapes of men nor beasts we ken, the ice was all between. In the stanza he says that there was too much ice, and there was the mountains of ice were over there, everywhere, and everywhere the ice was glittering. That was bright, sheen bright. That was greenish bright, that was. And there was no man all over the place, and there was no beast which they can see, and can mean can see. And all ice was all between. Wherever they were watching, there was ice. Just a minute. I have to make a call. What is the line number now? 58. Line number 58 now. Line number 58. Okay. The ice was here, the ice was there. The ice was all around. It quaked, it growled, and roared and howled, like noises in sound. Sound means rishi, behoshi, in deep slumber, when you are snorting. He is saying that there was ice and here was ice. All over the place there was ice only. And the ice was all around. It cracked. As the ship was moving, it was producing voices. Different kinds of voices are coming as cracks were over there. Growled. That is also the term for sound. Growl, growling, growl, gargarana. Roared, shrieked or dhaudti, and howled, or howl, just a wolf howl karta hai. Like noises in a sound, such type of voices are over there as somebody is snorting, somebody is in deep slumber, and he is snorting. At length did cross an albatross. That is very important stanza. At length did cross an albatross. Through the fog it came as if it had been a Christian soul. We hailed it in God's name. He says that then we saw an albatross. Albatross is a bird that is white in color, and he is a holy bird. And people consider that that in this world the soul of Christ is present. So, at a distance they saw the albatross, and albatross came in between the fog. There was fog, and he came. Out of fog he came. Who came? Albatross. Albatross came out of fog as if it had been a Christian soul. It was looking so holy. It looks like Christ, like a lamb. Lamb is white, as Christ is also holy and white. So this bird was also white. We hailed it in God's name, and we welcomed him and the name of God. For the God's name, they said to him that, come here, they called him. It ate the food it never had eaten. And round it flew, the ice did split, over the thunder fit. The helmsman steered us through. Now, albatross came, and he sat at the ship. And after this, then he ate food. And he ate food which he never has eaten. And he flew around the ship. And on his arrival, the hardships start to remove, hardships start to reduce, as the ice was broken, and the ice was split, and thunder fit, and ice broken with the voice of thunder, and helmsman steered us through, and those mariners who were sitting on the ship. In those days, ship was not steered, moved by machine. Mostly there are some helmsmen, कश्ती चलाने वाले, वो चप्पू चला रहे थे ना, तो उन्होंने रास्ते से निकाला उसे शिप को. And a good south wind sprung up behind. The albatross did follow, and every day for food or play came to the mariner's hollow. And in those days, the cool wind start to wave over there. There was cool and south wind. South means the wind which was coming from the south. That means that the cool and soothing wind was over there. Calm wind was over there. Albatross was with them. Albatross was with the ship, with the crew of the ship, for two purposes maybe. For playing, he was enjoying over there, or maybe he was eating well over there. But he used to come at the voice of the ancient winder. As he called him, come, albatross, he must come over there. Hello, voice, awaza. And mist or cloud on mast or shroud. And it perched for a vesper's nine. So, whilst all the night through folk smoke white, glimmered the white moonshine. No, he is showing in the stanza the different periods, that sometimes there is fog, sometimes the weather is well, sometimes there is smoke white, sometimes the moon is shining over there, sometimes mist is over there, cloud, and whatever the condition was, whatever the weather was, what the hardships were over there, or what the soothing elements were over there, but albatross was over there. He was sitting on the mast बादबान के डंडे पर बैठा रहता वो हर बार. Perch का मतलब बैठना. So we are clear now in this the stanza that albatross came. The situation was a bit better, but with the passage of time, the weather was not totally cleared and well and soothing and cozy. It was there was bit difficulties over there. Are you following me?
Yes.
Okay. God save the ancient mariner, inverted commas, from the winds that plague thee thus. Why lookest thou so? With my crossbow I shoot the albatross. God save the ancient winner from the fins that plague thee thus. Ancient winner, तुम्हारी खुदा हिफाजत करे डेवल से, दुश्मनों से, उस प्लेग से, वबा से जो तुम पर आई. Why lookest thou so? तुम इस तरह मुझे क्यों देख रहे हो? Maybe that is a guest, wedding guest, he is saying. And the dialogue of ancient mariner is over there. He is saying, with my crossbow I shoot the albatross, and with my arrow and bow I shoot him. I shoot the albatross. I killed the albatross. Ancient mariner killed the albatross, but till that time that is a mystery why he killed the albatross. Maybe he was eating food and there was lack of food. Maybe he was not satisfied with the bird. Maybe first of all they considered him the holy bird and the ice was cracked. And after this the clouds and mist and white smoke, frost, everything was bit by bit was over there. So the weather was not clear. If the weather is not clear, it's evident that he is not a holy bird. Whatever the position, what the problem was over there, what the trauma is over there, what is, that is in the mind of ancient mariner only. We are not aware about this thing. That's a mystery. But here he told us that he killed the albatross. The sun rose upon the right. As he killed the albatross, the weather is clear. Sun rose high. Out of the sea came he. Who came out of the sea? Yes, we are saying that that is still a mystery. Why he killed the albatross? Nothing is clear. We have some assumes. Some people are saying that he was eating food and that was an extra expenditure. So he killed the albatross. Some people are saying that ancient mariner considered him that he is the cause of this cloud, this mist, frost. He is not a holy bird, maybe. But what the case is, that is only in the mind of ancient mariner. As he was killed, now the sun now rose upon the right. Sun came on the right. Out of the sea came he. Who came out of the sea? Sun came out of the sea. He is used for sun. That is the interesting thing of Ode Coleridge. He is used to make the natural things supernatural and supernatural things natural, as well as those things which we are considered that they are not, they are just objects. He gave them such type of personifications. So he also gave the sun personification. He gave him the name. He resembled him with a male. And he is not saying that he is just an object. He is not using it. He is using he. Busy old fool, unruly son. Thou, he used thou. Yes, that's right. Thou, tum. But he did not use he. None did not use he, I think. Out of the sea came he, still hid in mist, and on the left. But sun came, but the mist never gone. Sun was obvious, but the fog was not gone. Fog was also over there. And on the left side, all the day is passed. As it is coming from the right and going to left, it means that the one loop of sun is going to complete. Or half loop of the sun is going to complete. Fog. Went down into the sea, and the goat suit wind still blew behind, and the south wind was also over there. Still blew, below, second form of below. Okay. But no sweet bird did follow, nor any day for food or play. Are you watching this? These are assumes that he was eating extra food. So, but there was no bird for eating or for playing. Came to the mariner's hollow, who came to the at the voice of mariner. Baji, are you listening? Are you following? Okay. And I had done a hellish thing. And I had done a hellish thing. And it would woke them bull. For all would I had killed the bird that made the breeze to blow. Ah, wretch, said they, the bird to say, that made the breeze to blow. All the crew was now claiming to ancient mariner that he has done a hellish act. He killed the holy bird, who was reverend one, who was the most respected one. So he was the cause of south wind. He was a good omen for us. All were abusing and cursing the ancient mariner that he has done a wrong thing. Now dim, now red, like God's own head. The glorious sun uppressed, and all ever declare, I had killed the bird that brought the fog and mist. I was right, said they, such birds to slay that bring the fog and mist. He is saying now the people has changed their views with the passage of time. As the sun can become bright and fog is gone, there is no mist anymore. Then they said, oh yes, ancient mariner, you have done the best. You have killed the albatross, who was the cause of mist, who was the cause of frost, who was the cause of fog. You have done the best. So he is cleared. He is not claimed anymore. The fair breeze blew, the white foam flew. Wow, what a sweet rhythm is over there. The fair breeze blew, the white foam flew. When the sky is clear, when the wind is in power, then on the surface of ocean, you can watch the foam jog. And that is a quite suggestive term he has used. How was the weather, how was the wind, how was the clarity all over the sea, that the foam was flying, foam was in uchal. The furrow followed free. We were furrow followed free, behind the ship there was a line which was very clear, that was not in mist, that was not in darkness. Everywhere there was clarity and the atmosphere was very clear. Are you following this idea? Suggested technique of suggestiveness is over there. He is not telling us about the weather. He is just telling us 2 or 3 things we can assume that how much clear the weather would be. That they can also watch the line behind the ship. They can also watch the foam on the surface of the ocean. And the breeze was also over there. We were the first that ever burst into that silent sea. And no one have ever seen such type of sea, which was calm, which was silent. And that is also, you underline these 2 lines, and these are the evidence of this thing, that romantic poetry is the poetry of those places which we have rare visited. Okay? At the same time, that is poem, at the same time he is telling also the techniques. That you have to, if you are reading romantic poetry must be of those places which the rare eye has seen, which you have not seen before. We were the first people, first. We were the first. They were the first, Ode Coleridge and Kubla were the first, who discovered the new places of joy. Down dropped the breeze, oh my God. Now the breeze is sharply showing downward trend. Dramatically, it is finished. Dramatically, suddenly. And what a beautiful line that is. Down dropped the breeze, the sails dropped down. When the sails drop down, can you imagine what type of absence of wind will be over there? बागबान जब बिल्कुल मुरझा कर यूं ठहर जाए, उनमें कोई हरकत ना हो. अंदाजा करें कि that is the concept of the absence of wind. As you were reading in the Sylvia Plath, there was status in the status in the air, and in the darkness, in darkness. And we were saying that where there is no light, the absolute absence of light is darkness. So there is the same case as the absolute absence of wind, that the sails drop down dramatically. It was said could be, oh my God, what he is saying. What a plateau is over there. Plateau is saying that a stabilized condition is over there. Total stabilized condition. That there is sadness and there is total sadness. And how much sadness it is? Sadness that was said as sad could be. The mountain was high, as high it could be. Now you are going, though no fluctuation is over there, just it is going high. Sadness could be. Sad could be. Very beautiful line that is. And we did speak only to break the silence of the sea. And only we people were over there who can speak. We speak only to break the silence of sea. In crew, all crew and this ancient mariner and other people are also over there on the ship. There was total silence. Absence of voice. Total absence. Only we speak to break the silence of sea. All in a hot and copper sky. Now you are watching the weather is going to change. Now if there was chill, cold, clouds, mist, frost, fog, if that was, now there is hot, copper hot skies over there. All in a hot and copper sky, the bloody sun, oh my God, the sun was bloody, red, as he was a killer, murderer, red in tooth and claw, total red. At noon, right up above the mast did stand, and he is standing on the head, a sword of Damocles. He is standing at the head as the murderer, as the bloodsucker is standing at the head. No bigger than the moon. He is not bigger than moon. His size was. Day after day, we stuck. No breeze, no motion. As little as a painted ship upon the painted ocean. He is saying that days are past, but ship is standing still. As there is no wind, ship cannot move. Cannot move. Where there is absence of movement, there is stillness. Stillness, what type of stillness is over there? Our ship was like a painted ship, on a painting, on a painted ocean. Everything was still. No movement was over there. Water, water everywhere, and all the boats did shrink. Water, water everywhere. Not a drop to drink. Everywhere there was water now. Everywhere we can watch only water. And boats did shrink, and the boards of the ship were shrink due to the too much heat. But water, water everywhere. Very strange combination is that. As in Kubla Khan, there was the caves of ice with the blazing palace of Kubla Khan. Strange combination was there. Caves of ice and a sunny clear dome. Are you remembering? Same is the case. A thing is on the water, but that is not wet. That is shrinked, dried. Ship was owing to too much heat. It's all boards, all wood was shrink. And the other thing is that same other ideas over there. Water, water everywhere, but they have not water for drink. Because they cannot drink the water of the sea, that is bitter. So water is over there, but they have not water to drink. The very deep dead root, oh Christ, and we were rotten. That ever this should be, everything was spoiled, and as spoiled as it could be. Yeah, slimy things did crawl with legs upon the slimy sea. Now he is producing some suspense over there for the amazement that in the sea, far from, he is seeing, he is watching something that is crawling with legs upon the slimy sea. The sea was slimy. About the reel and root. And we don't know what type of things are over there. But we are watching something is over there. Maybe this is an animal with legs. Maybe this is a ship, another ship. Maybe something angelic. Maybe some devil is over there. Maybe some snake is over there. We don't know about this. Something is coming over there. And most probable the idea is that that is a ship. Slimy mean lace-dar, gaudy, oil type. about the reel and route. A reel, lad khadana, bekabuna. A route, shor machana, hajum ho jana. The death fires danced at night. The water like witch oils burned green and blue and white. And there was a stand-up condition was over there. There was nice bit. And there was something out of order. And this was dancing at night. The water like a witch oil. And water was like the oil of witch. Oil of witch. Witch is mean churel. That is looking like the all water, all sea is the oil of witch. Burnt green. And the oil, this all water was burning green and blue and white. You see the colors. You watch the scenery. What he is using. What the object would be. He did not give us the idea of the object. He tells us about his legs. He tells us about the or something vague is coming. But he is saying that is looking like a witch. And what would be the size and the shape of this object? We don't know. But he is saying that is like something witch, and the whole sea was looking like the oil of witch. So suggestion is that From the oil, we can consider that how much high and wide and vast this object would be, and how horrible that would be. Now he is using the technique of some horror and suspense over there for the amazement, not for tension. And he is using very beautiful. The oil is greenish and bluish, and that is looking like white sometime at the neck of night, when there is night. And some in dreams assured word of the spirit that plagued us so, 9 fathom deep he had followed us from the land of mist and snow. We come to know that this thing, this witch, this devil is with us from that land where we first met with the mist, where we first met with fog and frost. Therefrom, in the depth of the sea, there was something which was leading to fish, leading to ship. Simply that, he is saying that with the beginning of the travel, which there was a devil which was standing beneath the ship and 9 fathoms deep. Fathom is a measurement, unit of measurement of the depth of sea. Okay, and I think 1.6 kilometers is 1 fathom. So it means that when the ship started its journey, the devil was with it, and it was a function of devil which was leading the ship to different wise and tracking it. And every tongue throughout the drought, and every tongue was dry, utter dry, was withered at the root. Tongue was withered, tongue was dry, totally thirsty, and the roots were dry. One thing is that your only blade of the tongue is dry, tip of the tongue is dry. When the roots become dry, that is the extreme of thirst. We could not speak. Their mouth was as dry, even they cannot speak now. No more than if we had been choked with soot. Choked, दम रोक लेना, सांस रोक लेना. सूट, धुआं. और ऐसे हम चुप ठहरे हुए थे जैसे कोई शख्स धुएं के अंदर दम साध लेता है, मुंह बंद करके ठहरे हुए हैं, क्योंकि बोल ही नहीं सकते, बिकॉज द रूट्स ऑफ देयर tongue was dry. Oh, well a day, what evil looks. Oh, well a day. Well a day means not a good day, it means that alas. That is a new term he has used. Well a day, alas, what evil looks. Had I from old and young, instead of the cross, the albatross about my neck was hung. Had I from old and young, I, from the all crew. In the crew even there are some old people. In the crew there are some young people. All were agree to this act. What they have done this thing. They took the albatross and they sew it, and they crossed a rope from the albatross flesh and they hung it around my neck as my punishment, because now they said, you are the cause of this plague, you are the cause of this dismay condition, because you have killed albatross, the holy bird. Now Christ is punishing you, and we all, owing to your sin, we are all in trouble. So your punishment is that you will keep this albatross round your neck. You know what type of punishment is that? This flesh had some insects in it. Now it is thinking. Thinking, there is smell in it. The whole flesh is now routed. That is spoiled. And it will stay there until the punishment will be over. Now they hang the albatross down the neck of, and they keep it instead of cross. The cross means an object which the Christian people used to wear. Cross. Their pose every time, each throat was perished and glazed each eye. Every throat was dry. Perished, dry. And glazed each eye. Every eye was glazing, every eye was burning and staring, gurna. A very time. That was a dull time that was. A very time. How glazed each very eye. हर थकी हुई आँख किस तरह मुझे घूर रही थी. That was a very strange concept. What was the condition of ancient mariner? He is not telling us by telling the face and this sprawling and thinking object around his neck. He is not telling us the condition and the psyche of ancient mariner, what was he facing, what was the trouble. You can consider the trouble of ancient mariner by the cursing eyes. Every eye was on him, and every eye was tired eye, very eye. Every eye was cursing him. Every eye was dull and dry. Everyone was watching to him. And when everyone was watching to him, out of hatred, out of curse, out of trouble, out of tiredness, what would be the condition of ancient mariner? You can consider that. How glazed each very eye. When looking westward, I beheld something in the sky. I walked in the direction of west, and there was something I have seen on the sky, in the sky. At first, it seemed a little speak. He is watching on the sky. Now he is in the sea, and you know the sky and the water is looking, they were mingled. So he is watching far from there in the west, and from the west he is watching something that is like a spot, a blot. Only just a dot is over there. He is watching. At first it seemed a little speak, clot, dot. And then it seemed a mist. Then I considered that that's a mist, nothing else. It moved and took at last a certain shape, a mist. Then it take a certain shape. And when it take a certain shape, then it was looking like a mist. Mist means a thoughtful thing, something which can someone imagine. Something is all over there just. A speak, a blot mean, a dot, a mist, maybe that is a mist. A shape, maybe that is a shape. A mist, maybe that is just a imagination. And still it neared and neared as if it doled a water sprite. It neared and neared, it was looking like that is a water sprite, that is a spirit of water, maybe that is of those, something which lived in the water. It plunged and tacked and breathed. And it showed the fluctuation. The object show fluctuation. Sometimes it is coming smoothly, sometimes it is weaving, snaking, dipping. Okay, that was the condition. Weaved mean moved irregularly. With throats unslaked. Unslaked? Throats with a total dry. The black lips baked, and lips were black. Black as they were baked. जैसे पकाए गए हों. We could not laugh nor wail, nor can we laugh and nor can we cry. Wail, cry. Through utter drought, all dumb we stood, and owing to the thirst, drought, dryness, owing to the witherness, we all stood like we are dumb. We cannot listen to each other. I bite my arm. I bet my arm. I sucked the blood and cried, "Sail, sail." Then everyone was silent and everyone was thirsty. I have seen something. That was maybe a ship. That was maybe a shape. That was maybe a mist. Something was over there. As it became clear, I considered that that was a sail. Something was coming near to him. I considered that there is another ship. Sail means another ship. Then, to aware everyone, first of all, I bite my arm, I suck the blood, and my throat become wet. Then I spoke. Yes, sail, sail, I said. Okay. Now that is also, he is showing the technique of suggestiveness is also again over there. That by sucking the blood, he is showing how much thirsty he was. That is the peak of thirst. A man is thirsty. A man is very thirsty. He is very, very thirsty. He is thirsty in the roots of his tongue. He is too much thirsty that he has been died, owing to thirst. But no one is as thirsty as he will drink his own blood. So, the person who is drinking his own blood, it means that he is at the peak of thirst. Okay. With throats unslacked, with black lips baked, agape they heard me call. Gramercy. They for joy did grin, and all at once their breasts drew in, as they were drinking all. Now they all were feeling something stir in them. They were showing movement and they were showing a breath. "See, I cried, she takes no more. She takes no more." She is the first ship, another ship which was coming near to him. "See, I cried, she takes no more. Hither to work us wheel." She is not standing, the sail is coming, and this ship, she is coming to us to work us wheel, to give us some freedom from this sickness. Without a breeze, without a tide, watch it. It is coming without a breeze and without a tide. It means that the whole sea is also silent and calm. No tide is over there. No breeze is blowing. But the sail is coming. It means that something is coming which is also mysterious. Which is also mysterious. Maybe that is a holy something. So, the element of suspense is also over there. At the same time, the element of holiness is over there. There is a holy dread maybe. You can say holy dread. आँख को ठीक करो बेटा, कुछ ना करो आँख. आँख डेंगी हो जाएगी. She studies with upright keel. Upright keel, the front of the ship. So, the something which is standing in the ship, that is witch, that is devil, that is holy thing, whatever the thing is, that is watching us. The western wave was all aflame. The western wave was all aflame. The wind which was coming from the west, that was flaming. The day was well nigh done. The day was ended, into the night. Almost upon the western wave rested the broad bright sun, and broad bright sun also going to, it is showing the dripping trend that is going to drop into the water. When that strange shape drove suddenly betwixt us and the sun. What a beautiful scene he has created. Betwixt, दरमियान में entangle हो जाना. The ship moved. Behind the sail was the sun, which was also going into the sea. Between us and between the sun, there was a sail, which was coming to us. Clear? And still the sun was flecked with bows, and we can watch this sun from the bows of the sail. Consider that. ये जो सामने आ रहा है ये एक शिप है. शिप के ऊपर बाद बान नजर आ रहे हैं. शिप काफी करीब आ गया है. एंशेंट माइनर उसका करीब से देख रहा है. इस शिप के पीछे सूरज डूब रहा है. सूरज डूबा नहीं है, सूरज रेड है और बहुत बड़ा है. और जब उससे देखने लगे तो दरमियान में शिप आ गया. सूरज को देख रहे थे, दरमियान में शिप के सेल्स आ गए, शिप के बादबान आ गए. और वो बादबान पूरे बादबान नहीं है. बादबान तो ऐसे हैं, इतने उजड़े हुए बादबान हैं उस सेल के, इतने उजड़े हुए बादबान हैं उस शिप के, कि उसके तमाम तर रस्सियां धागे तार तार हैं. अब वो जब सूरज को देख रहे हैं तो वो तारों के एक जाले के अंदर से सूरज को पीछे देख रहे हैं. ये रस्सियों और तारों का जो जाला है ये क्या है? ये बादबान है. भाई जहाज जो आ रहा है सामने, उसके बादबान सारे के सारे उजड़ चुके हैं, तार तार हो चुके हैं, फट चुके हैं. और जब वो उसको देख रहे हैं तो उसके पीछे सूरज डूब रहा है. सूरज को देखते हैं तो बादबान के अंदर से देखते हैं उसे. हाँ, उस नेट में से देख रहे हैं. सामने जो उस बड़े शिप का बादबान भी नजर आ रहा है, बादबान के पीछे सूरज है. अरे बाबा बहुत क्लियर है, बहुत आसान है. ठीक है. अगर ये एयर कूलर फट जाए, सारा तार तार हो जाए, पीछे दीवार है इसके, तो मैं जहाँ से दीवार को देखना चाहूंगा तो मैं बार के अंदर से दीवार को देखूंगा ना, टुकड़ों के अंदर से देखूंगा. सिंपल. Rested broad bright sun when the strange shape drove suddenly. Okay. And stayed the sun was flecked with bows. Heaven's mother sent us grace. O great Mary, O Virgin of Kubla, please mercy on us. Send your grace on us. As if through a dungeon great he feet. And when we saw the sail was a point of hope, where they can gather bit hope that something is coming to them. But when they saw the sails are tattered, then they walked into it and they say, "Oh, Virgin of Kubla, mercy on us." Because what the hellish thing we are watching? We were in hope, but the hope is not over there. Already the coming sail is also already deserted one. So they are saying, dungeon gate he paid. They are saying that they glanced into the coming ship, and it was like they have glanced into the jail of hell. Dungeon horrible, the great Milton has said. Have you remembered? like restless, ghostless. It was looking like the restless web of what do we say? Web that was like jala, makdi ka jala. All these her ribs through which the sun did feed. It was looking like these are the ribs of the ship. These tattered sail, which was like the web, that was looking like something like the ribs of something dead. And sun is also glancing through the ribs. If they are glancing to sun through the ribs, sun is also watching them through the ribs. As through a grate. Grate कहते हैं आतिश दान को. And is that woman all her crew? And is that the crew of this woman? Maybe this is coming thing is not a ship. Maybe that is a woman. That is a witch. Something else. We are not making anything confirm. We have not needed anything confirmed. We are now the players of something vague. So why he should make something confirmed? If he will make something confirmed, that the all interest we will lose. That is something maybe missed. Maybe that is shape. Maybe that is shape. Maybe that is thought. Maybe that is sail. Maybe that is ramen now. He is saying this all what you are saying that was sail, that was tattered one and like the web. Maybe that all is ribs of a woman, and she is a huge and tall woman that is. Maybe these all webs are her hair. Maybe these all webs are the crew of the woman. And is that a woman all her crew? Is that a death? No, he is changing his view. He is saying, well, maybe that's the death. Because it is a deserted one. Because it has nothing, a life like something. What do you think that death would be alive, active, something which is capturing, full of vitality? No, death is death. When we will make a shape of death, that must be a deserted one. That must be a dry one. There must be some skeletons only. So maybe that is not a woman. Woman is a figure of fertility. Woman is something creative. But death is not creative. So as that is deserted one, that is death maybe. And are there two? Actually he is creating suspense and horror, both things. Just last line. And are there two? And he is considering that that is not one. There are two things are over there. Maybe these are two. Is this that women's mate? Maybe women is over there, and with women there is also a mate, death. It means that women also do nothing except bringing death for man.